I have not played games in like a week. I've just been so gamed out from my couple of weeks of furious gaming. So I needed a break. So unfortunately, having done that, it does mean that I am a day and 21 hours out and haven't even touched Lantern Rite. That's what happens when you smash out the desert of Hadromaveth and then smash out Forspoken, and then you just feel a little burnt out. So we probably have to get on that. For the Lisa costume, not that I care because I don't even use her. I mean, that could be said of all the characters with costumes. Okay, she's a quest. I have way more time to worry about that one. Except Hogwarts Legacy comes out-ish. So we're going to do Lantern Rite, which should be this one here. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. You return to Liyue with Paimon in anticipation of yet another unforgettable time at the Lantern Rite Festival.
Wait.
I mean, hey, positive note. At least it's not like 10 o'clock at night like it was last time I left an event at the last minute and I had to like stay up till midnight to get this shit done. At least I've got a whole day and a bit to work on this. Not that I want to be spending a day and a bit working on this, but you know.
It's perfect for doing nothing
I have the
at
chance. Would just says take a walk. Let's go talk to Zhengli. Oh, doesn't matter. I go 2 feet. That's not where that is not where I am. That's down the road from where I am. I'm up here. I don't know. I'm on the other side of the square.
Huh? Young Lee, what a pleasant surprise meeting you here.
I'm coming at the square from the wrong direction.
Oh, why the pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely.
This guy's just so cool. He just radiates awesomeness.
It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Everything he says is amazing. Everything has been going great. Things have been going all right. Jesus, wow. Way to be just depressing the minute you get into conversation. Everything's been going great. We cleared out the desert in a matter of days. It was fantastic.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Oh yeah, hey. Haven't seen you since the whole Sumeru incident. Dude, I have so much to tell you. And hey, you get some benefit from meeting Nahida. A shame that I don't think that will ever happen till like the end of the game. Rip. Thank you, Zhengli.
You are too kind.
Aw. No, you are. Shucks. Oh, I'm hot. I'm fucking sweating. Oh, I'm sorry, Paimon. It is like muggy as all hell. It feels like it's like 90% humidity and it's hot. I'm just sitting in a pool of ick. I really probably didn't need to be explosive about that, but it just got to me how hot and disgustingly sweaty and sticky I was. But anyway, Paimon, hey, how about Zhongli tells us a story rather than just listens to stories?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Qingce village and gather some nascent
that is hardly a
bamboo
walking
shoots,
distance, but sure.
which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but you need a source of income to afford food. Have you thought about getting a job? I know you work, quotation marks, at the, something? Funeral parlor. But, you don't seem to work much. So I'm not quite sure how you're getting your mora.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead?
Because they taste different, Paimon.
Wait, Paimon knows? Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
I mean, for once, I actually appreciate Paimon's insanity because that was brilliant.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Absolutely not, and I will enjoy walking to Qingce village with you, sir.
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly, and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
That sounds bloody awful because I don't like pork belly. But bamboo shoots, is bamboo shoots different from just bamboo? Or do I call bamboo and food bamboo, but it's actually bamboo shoots? This bears some education here. But I like eating bamboo. Whether it's bamboo shoots or bamboo, I don't know the specifics. It's just the yellowy thing in food. It tastes great. So having that in a soup, ooh, I've never had that in a soup before. I mean, I'm not the biggest soup person, but I could go bamboo in a soup. Not the pork belly. I don't know. I'm very picky about my meat. I don't think I'm already doing. Ew, I'm not going to talk about my saliva.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan.
What
He
a
just wanna
freaking
hook
weird
us
angle.
into fetching
What
your
was
bamboo
that?
For you.
I don't want to be looking at your pelvis, Paimon. It's not exactly a good sight to see, especially when your poofy pants make you look like you're wearing like nappies or something underneath your pants there. It looks really awkward.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
There's always an edge to Zhongli that you just don't quite trust because he always has plans.
Ugh, let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
See, I'm assuming that he has an ulterior motive, but the way to get us to go is through Paimon's stomach. So that's why it's like, yeah, I'll fall for your tricks this time, Zhongli.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion.
Are they special bamboo?
Very well.
I mean, yes,
I shall
but
leave the bamboo shoots to you.
collecting them, is it
Should
just
you have
normal
the good
stuff?
fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
Do I have to actually find nascent bamboo shoots, or and do I have to actively collect them, or are the ones I have on hand enough?
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
Ha! I see what you did there, and I appreciate that.
However, there is no need to rush.
Well, there is if we want to meet all our other friends at Lantern, right?
The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period.
Yeah, but
By all means,
But-
go wherever your interests lead you.
there's less than 2 days remaining, Zhongli. I was very late to the party. And why is Lantern Rite so late? Or no, actually, no, it's just not late. It just goes for too long. Because the Chinese New Year is already well over. Oh, Xinyan 快乐! To anybody who cares about the Lunar New Year. Feels awkward doing this like a week after it's actually finished. We'll roll with it.
Nascent bamboo shoots would
It
be
just
but
occurred to
a
me.
wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
Aww. We will check. Wang Sheng. That's totally did not remember that at all. I mean, I remembered it started with a W, right? And then every letter after that was incorrect. We will check in with you later at the Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Youngly.
I like Lantern Rite purely because I like to be here at night and see all the lanterns flying. I'm a sucker for paper lanterns. I don't know what it is, guys, but from an early age, I have loved paper lanterns and I've never, ever been able to touch one and launch into the sky. I really should have made a commitment to that when I lived in Japan, but it just never happened.
Take care now, you two.
1,000 miles from an automatic tune. Quest started. Oh shit, Lillipaw's still here. Lillipaw, you need to get out of my face. Lillipawr. And what do I want? I don't even care. Anything. Where is the CD thingy? Are you CD thingy? Great. Welcome to the party. Goodbye. Wait, hold up. What was that about power? Yeah, whatever. Okay, back to 0. Lillipawr has been and gone. Ack. I never thought about the fact that was water. Huh. What angle did we approach from? Oh, we approached from that way. Yeah, we definitely approached from a weird angle. Anywho, we are going to... Yeah, I assumed it was going to be over here. That's usually where you get your bamboo shoots.
Bamboo Bamboo shoot,
Yeah!
bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot.
I'm gonna need the meat. I've got so much meat, it's not funny.
This one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Okay, the answer is yes, they are nascent.
They should be enough. Let's head back.
Oh! Yo-Yo!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help.
Why is Yo-Yo just crouching down on the bridge? A short and slender figure rescues a drowning man. Oh, there was a drowning man! Couldn't even see him.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
How did a child rescue a young child rescue a man? She wouldn't have the strength to pull him out of the water. Oh my god, your eyes are similar colors to mine. Look at that. Mine are slightly browner where yours are slightly redder, but that's cool. Hello. What are you supposed to be? A Fontaine minstrel? I mean, I was all on board with your outfit until I saw these stars, and they're really gaudy and I don't like them.
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
It took you that long to notice, Paimon. We really need to work on your spatial awareness.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
She's so cute.
Whoa, she's so well-mannered.
She's freaking adorable, Paimon.
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, even though I'm not going to look at you when I say that.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
Bruh. Reel that back. Dvorak. That's a freaking R. I'm sorry, but in France, or in French, R's are still R's. Dvorak. Where is the extra letter coming from? I'm so confused. I like the gradient on your jacket, though. It's very lovely.
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor.
I'm calling you Dvorak.
Then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost.
Ah, so he's the absent-minded sort. I hate those kinds of people.
Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
I will clarify. I don't hate absent-minded people in general. I hate absent-minded people like him, who it's actually disastrous to their health, being so absent-minded.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak.
Just, could someone tell me where the extra letter is coming from? Where? If it's meant to be transliterated differently and have a different letter, then put the goddamn letter in there. Or if that's not how you're supposed to pronounce it, tell the voice actors not to pronounce it that way. Somewhere along the way, you've got a problem here. I don't care which way it goes, whether the voice acting or the spelling. Pick which one you want to fix and fix it.
The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippery.
Jesus, she's bright.
You definitely have to be careful.
She's really bright for a child.
Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander.
You're being scolded by a child. How does that feel?
As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Oh, honey, you should meet Bennett. Then you're going to get a whole new grasp about accidents and the likelihood of them.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Wow, she's got a big heart too.
Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon! You're welcome.
Everyone savors some delicious lotus flower crisps as they enjoy the scenery.
So tasty. If only there were more.
Oh my god, bottomless pit. More? You already had the sum to be share, Paimon.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch.
Yes, but no, Yao Yao. Greediness and gluttony is also a thing. the healthy appetite could be because they've taught their stomach that it wants more food than it actually needs, and then that's how they gain weight. So, yes, but no. It can be a good thing because it can mean that someone's still growing. But at Paimon's age, I also don't think she's growing.
Hope you're taking notes, traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
I can put you back in the river where I found you, you know.
What do you think, sir? Are Lee's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
So I'm just trying to think of like Chinese snacks, traditional Chinese snacks. Some of them do have sugar-based foods in them, but I don't know if they predominantly do. I'm not too familiar with them.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
So, go home? Why are you not in Fontaine if you're so... I don't know the word I'm looking for. Nostalgic? No? Longing? Missing it?
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence tour.
Is that something that we've heard in relation to Xinyan?
Iridescence tour?
It sounds somewhat familiar.
The Iridescence tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine.
Yes. Okay, cool.
We're looking to expand, though. Our aim
Jesus,
is to
it's
hold
Sealy
a
right behind
festival
you.
in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the
Great,
details.
I'm not interested.
But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
It's a bit invasive, Paimon.
Let me see.
The man's reasons are his own.
Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
I'm not really too interested, sir. I don't really care about your music festival. I'm more interested in Yao Yao. So, wrap it up real quick.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
I mean, so do I, but asterisk. They have to be interesting stories, and his doesn't sound like it's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning.
A very good place to start,
The
I
story
hear.
goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard, even in that life and death moment. The ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home.
I was thinking at first that maybe it was the water spirit thing. You know, the one you can fight, or her kin, because weren't there multiple water spirits? But the fact that it took the form of a person, I don't think it is.
Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards.
But actually interesting that it was a water encounter. Because, oh, how poetic that you were drowning then. Because isn't Fontaine a land of water? That's actually quite interesting.
After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake.
Oh, that's cute. You have a Lady of the Lake myth.
People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Okay, his tail actually is pretty decent. Does she also give you a sword while she's at it? I'm more interested in that.
Wow.
It's a nice legend. At its heart is a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestor's steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants.
Unless she's still alive. Did you think about that?
Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack.
Are there any lakes in Liyue? There's some around some ruins, though, aren't there?
I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
That's a little unhealthy. Dvorak.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel.
Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
Not quite the same, and I think the traveler agrees with me on that one.
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself.
Why don't we ask Zhongli? He'll be able to tell us of any entities over the years that may fit the description.
I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music.
Who spilled the beans?
So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate.
Well, that's interesting. Venti actually taking an interest in somebody.
A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here.
Okay, I mean, indisputable logic. That settles it then. It was Liyue.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
I mean, whether someone agrees with you or not is irrelevant.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Jingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on.
Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
And I'm sure Venti enjoyed all of them, alcoholic that he is.
Oh dear.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything.
You're not wrong, but how do you know Ganyu?
If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
It does indeed sound like a good idea.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble
Why
at
did
all.
Ganyu go to Boo Boo Fest Pharmacy? I want to go see the people there.
You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
When was the last time we saw Ganyu? Was it the last time we dealt with the Jade Chamber? Or did we see her after that? I don't believe I've seen her after that. Why would I have seen her? Was Shinha before or after that incident? I don't remember. Let's get moving.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone, please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
Where do you actually come from, Yaya? Do you come from Jingzi Village or Liyue Harbor? Or some mysterious place in between? Because, let's face it, only 2 settlements exist in each country.
Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job.
Oh, except Samari. They have 3.
Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Actually, they have... Samari breaks the mold. They have 4. Because they have Samari City, Port Ormos, they have Gandavaville, and then they have that thingy on the water. The town in between with the missing kids and shit. So they actually have 4. I just realised, I mean, they're kind of small, but finally we're getting some actual civilization. It's a miracle. Do I actually have to go bit by bit, or can I just, like, head there myself? Go to Liyue Harbor. Ah, wonderful. I can just go there manually. We don't have to go on foot. You know, I would love for a quest that forces you, the view, to go manually on foot through an entire country. It'd be glorious. Just because of the tedium. Oh, I just realised that this glider is actually quite good for you, Alhaitham. It matches your colour scheme relatively well. I mean, it's not closest because you've got difference of colouring here, but you know, it still works. Still dark. Dark colours are nice. I like dark colours. I very much like dark colours. And rainbows, but you know, we won't go there.
Wow. Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
How long has it been since you were last here? I really can't imagine that the place has changed that much in such a short period of time.
It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
It's a little dramatic, but nice.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the
Following?
air.
Oh, he is, very
I have
slowly.
the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Jesus Christ, don't you dare.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Oh, you're actually catching up. Nope, you got to say like 10 feet behind me. Okay, real awkward, but we'll roll with it. Right, you're too slow. I can't handle you. Why my shift no work? I can't sprint because of you? Wow. Actually, there's some extra stalls here, isn't there? Oh god, I knew you would appear.
Hey everyone!
Kill me now.
Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
She's a nice girl. I just don't like listening to her.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Do you know everybody in Liyue, Yaya?
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
So you already know each other. I mean, I imagine that she would know him from the festival.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Well, feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business.
Wouldn't
this
that
time.
just be like a classical concert though, with traditional Chinese music? I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
It's a bit late to be arranging it, Xinyan.
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of
I was about to say,
funding
yeah,
and
money.
personnel.
Lots of money.
Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Agreed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge.
Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Kuching and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
Very true, they can. They're very efficient women.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
A Lantern Rite music festival would be something different. A Lantern Rite music festival would be a huge hit.
That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists.
We don't know any local artists other than her, do we?
My friend Xinyan is a well-known
I was
opera
thinking
singer
about
at Liyue.
musicians, not
With
singers.
her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
I was thinking more of just the musician part. I didn't know that singing was really required.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
That she'd play traditional Chinese tunes? No? Then she can sit it out.
What do you take me for? If we actually managed to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Yeah, but you make it sound so cringy. The Iridescence Tour and Grand Concert. Like, ew. You just make it sound so tacky.
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
I mean, the worst they're gonna do is say no, buddy.
But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
I don't think you have time to be picky. I think you have to take any acts that you can.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this.
Shouldn't we wait until they say yes first? Because in otherwise, you've just wasted time and you could have gone shopping.
Yow yow. If you run into your senior on the way to the Qisheng, please send her my regards.
Senior. So she must work at the I don't know the word. Whatever Ganyu and Xing work for.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan.
You've got this, Xinyan! So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now.
Damn it.
Is that
Nathan's on two.
anyone
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before.
Ah.
Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns,
Where am I?
she
Not
just
front,
leaves
aren't I?
them to
No,
heal
I'm
by
down the bottom.
themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after
Bruh,
her.
we are not going there on foot. It's going to take us
I
all
know
day.
you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
I'm so tempted to just walk my way all the way up to using status. But I'm not. We're absolutely going to do this the quick way. Ain't nobody got time for that.